I do have one really big issue with these WWE releases. And let's be honest here, I don't mind people getting released. It sucks when people lose their job. It's awful and it's sad, but at the end of the day, I understand it. Things keep having to revolve, you keep building a roster, and then eventually people either aren't getting over, or they've had their value done, or they want to move new people in, which I think is one of the biggest things, reasons why NXT have lost loads of people and loads of women have been released, because they're moving a lot of people in, which is fine, it happens. These guys now can go and make a bigger name for themselves in AEW or TNA on the indies and use their name value. They'll be fine, they'll be great. It's actually a good thing, it strengthens the independent scene. My issue is the short-sightedness of the women's tag division. Why do we even have these titles? I mean, I'm not a massive fan of Mercedes Moné, but I think she's right. They really don't respect these titles. I don't know why they've got them there. It feels more like an equality thing rather than actually booking them. If you're just going to have them to say, we have women's tag teams, that's not equality. Let's make that clear. Equality would be booking them on the same level as the men's tag teams, and they're not doing that. I mean, someone who posted a picture that there are now only 5 women's tag teams on the main roster, and let's be honest, they're playing fast and loose with that, because one of them is Maxine and Natalia, and they've had one match. They don't have any tag teams. They've got rid of Jakara Jackson, which means her and Lashley are not a tag team anymore, therefore the team who I predicted would win the next women's tag titles are gone. And then you've got Carter and Chance, who are a good fun little tag team who could put over loads of teams, as well as having a fun little run themselves. What's the plan with these? That was the issue I had with these W releases. It seems like a really short-sightedness for the women's tag division. Don't have the titles. I would just completely scrap them. You've now got the women's IC and the women's US, so you've now given the women way more things for them to go for. And if you're not going to book the women's tag team, get rid of them. I mean, let's be honest, they barely booked the men's. That SmackDown didn't make it onto WrestleMania, even though it was the best feud. Raw's was terrible. I would also get rid of one of the men's tag teams and literally just have one. It was so much better when Usos, even though they dominated tag team, were just the champions, because there was a focal point with the titles. I would just have one tag team champions, and I would get rid of the women's ones. Unless you are planning to book an actual division, why bother having them? It's a real issue. So what do you guys think? This is the issue I have with the W releases, the short-sightedness of the women's division. But what do you guys think? What do you think about the releases in general, but also mainly the women's tag team division?